Hey guys, my name is Emoji Marbles, and I'm back with another commentary, and yes, after a month break I'm officially back on making commentaries. I'm glad I'm back to making them. However, since Yellow Shirt pointed out I've been making way too much commentaries that I'm soon close to 400, I'll try my best not to make way too much of them at a time, because I don't want people to think I spam commentaries. But anyways, today I'll be talking about a user that I said sorry to. His name is Cain the Plush Gamer 11, and yes, I now officially have no opinion on him, since we actually started getting along and Spider-Ron is happy for that, but my war with him stressed me out a lot, and the fact that it did, I still feel like I want to make commentaries on this guy. But anyways, in case you don't know him, let me explain who he is. Cain the Plush Gamer 11 is a user that I will admit his first video on me was okay, but later things started getting worse, and that caused him to go to war. But because I didn't want to cause a war, I had no choice but to ignore him, and I did ask him to do the same thing, but he didn't listen sadly. However, I'll be doing a response towards this video, and after that I hope he agrees with at least a lot of things I say. But anyways, feel free to sit back and relax and enjoy this response.
Welcome to might be one of the most possibly longest rant in my life I am ever going to make. I have to constantly make videos about this person, and yet they still won't end the argument and apologize. Heck,
Don't look at me, you were driving me nuts to the point that I wanted to make a parody video out of you. Like, if you stopped making goddamn videos on me, then I would have made that parody video in the first place, because I do not need any goddamn unwanted people to give me unwanted attention. And yes, I'm talking to you, the package reviewer. Cyrix is here and Shadow is back.
Even making videos about me still, they're just premiering them so then I don't know. And he blocked me so I can't share my side of the story with you guys and all that. So, you probably know who the person we're talking about is. Expression Spears. Who is this?
Hey, don't call me by that name.
Emoji Marbles figure, you may be asking, unless you already know who he is, and if you do, I feel bad because you are suffering the same fate. If you don't know him, I can give you a taste of what he is. And before we continue, I'd just like to have you know, yes, making fun of someone with autism is cyberbullying, but get used to it, Emoji Marbles. I literally have the same thing, and it's not a rare occurrence for me to be made fun of.
That's still not a good enough excuse.
Like, yeah, sure, it can get me angry, but like, it's not a rare occurrence to be teased when you have this, okay?
My content, you could just simply not watch it.
Oh, so Object Overload is coming back.
Well, I'm going to be ignoring that new Object Overload reboot, since Jorge the Spongy Yoshi said so.
It will suck.
No thank you, I'd rather not.
Autistic as well.
Oh, so you're also autistic as well. Wonderful. God, bruh, that's not making fun of someone. Plus, even if it was, he did it first, so it would have been payback, and now you're exposing me for thinking I made fun of someone, yet you let you know who slide. That's just messed up. God no, I'm just going to get this over with and for him for real this time. I tired to ignore him, but I ended up jixing myself. Plus, didn't you do the same thing as well? Like, I should have been more clear, but he mentioned something about something serious that needs to be mentioned, and I'll mention it. Is that better?
Worse, and is genuinely trying to sell his...
Actually, parody videos are meant for trolling purposes only, and yes, I finally figured out what they belong to.
What I'm saying about this kid is he's extremely hypocritical and literally does not listen to anyone but just listens to himself.
I actually do listen to other people, like for an example, /Craft Gaming made a great point on how my post where I say racism is worse than pedophilia. That's why I had no choice but to listen to his criticism, and I deleted it, and I did saw Mr. Blocky shared my post, so now I proved you wrong. Oh yeah, and if you want to know who /Craft Gaming is, I'll send you a link so that way you can sub to him.
He could go 3 seconds into the video, and if you mention Emoji Marbles something here, he'll be like, no, I can do that, I'm blocking you. And to think that was the worst of it, he goes on and makes community posts about stuff, just so he can spread his little lies.
Oh, give me a big fat break!
Not this again. However, since you only known me for about 4 months, you should probably watch some of my older videos when I talk about people, like Teal Balloony aka Giant Snowball and Sword Vinny 2K5.
Like sprinkles on a donut. And people actually agree with him. Like, people agree with him. So, like, you could give out good reasons, but they could just agree with Emoji Marbles because they're fans of him. How rude, huh? How rude.
No offense, but how is that rude? Plus they don't always agree with everything about me, like for instance Sean disagrees with my opinion on number blocks, and I can handle his opinion on it, since I love that show.
And to think that's the worst of it, he makes parodies out of people who don't like him and claims it's not cyberbullying. Oh yeah, calling someone an idiot is not cyberbullying, all because you put freaking brackets in the title and typed it in.
Actually, like I mentioned before, they are meant for trolling purposes only, plus I'm not the only person that makes parodies. Some people like Jeffrey Plays Minecraft and Santiago make these videos as well, and plus, it's normal for people to insult others on the internet.
That is a lie!
This person is so bad, I might as well say they are literally close to being as bad as the vegan teacher.
Why are you bringing vegan teacher into this? And side note, I now hate vegan teacher nowadays. I hope you're happy, Cain.
Let's not forget that he said some things that most of us will remember at heart, and make sure to bring it up when he tries to call us out for something. You need a prime example? Enjoy the show. Here's the first memorable one. He says criminals can be forgiven and shows us quote-unquote proof. This is an article from an online website. McKay, buddy. McKay. So yeah, apparently in this logic, you can do this. Oh, I forgive. Insert criminal name here. Killing people. Yeah. And
well, it depends on what they did, but some crimes can't be forgiven, like murder as an example.
This is coming from another person. He is an easy target for trolls. Not gonna show what Emoji Marbles said, what the person did, but like this person literally knows what's up here. Take a listen.
Because you are giving the trolls the attention they deserve, and you wonder why they keep doing this. Probably because you are an easy target for the trolls and are perfect bait for them.
Yeah, see? Not even a person like myself who makes videos with his plushies all day doing nothing, like, in his life at all except making plush videos. Literally a person knows that this man is just giving the trolls the attention they want. He's literally doing all the wrong steps. If you're encountering a troll, think of it as like Pokemon. Run away!
Well, not everyone has to ignore them, but it's more easy to ignore them if they've been offline. And what happens if they commit a cybercrime then? Like, is ignoring them still the good answer? I don't think so.
Don't talk to them. Walk away from them and do not respond or agree with whatever crazy crap they say.
Agreeing with them, that's just a stupid move. Ignoring them would be understandable. However, I think the real winning move would be striking them down. Like for instance, I found out on January 7, 2023, Dizzy BT show got terminated.
I'd also like you to know that I'm also going to credit everyone's videos I'm using in like the video right now and also in the description so you can watch them for yourselves. Just so you guys can, keep up with the drama, blah blah blah. Salt shaker makes my salt baker.
Okay, what?
Alright, let's get on with the next video that also has good points.
Well, I guess like what Phoenix Knight said, I should have been more clear on what I said.
Stop right there. Rocky, you know that's not how I would react when I see the B end of Doom, and now you're still acting like a cyberbully. End of the video.
Yeah, exactly. This person cannot take jokes.
Oh, give me a big fat break!
Stop complaining about people not taking jokes, like it's not even clear if the person is joking or not.
His fans are super sensitive. He literally will just feed trolls. Like, he's literally hand-feeding the trolls what they want.
There's nothing wrong with being sensitive, also no offense Cain, but you're kinda of a hypocrite right there. Why, you may ask? Because of the fact that you think calling someone an idiot is cyberbullying, even though it's normal for people to insult others on the internet basically makes you sensitive as well.
Like, they're at an all-they-can-eat buffet right now. Right, one last video before we continue on with my part of the rant.
Oh yes,
I hope you don't mind me skipping this part.
Time to use the text-to-speech. Oh, what's that? You wanna know why? No. Nope. It's private, thanks. Anyways, I lied. There's one last video I wanna show. From Sticks. Must be consumed.
That's it.
Well, if you don't like how toxic your hate base is, just ignore them.
Again, see how terrible this is.
Oh yeah, by the way, his editing is pretty distant. Like for example, Emoji Marbles made a commentary on my friend What Are You Doing Here This Is Good, and he used an editing software, yet for this commentary, he used a screen recorder, and fun fact, he made this commentary an hour after he discovered mine. We're off to a great start, aren't we?
to tell you why. First off, he acts like a child and cannot take criticism.
First of all, I can take criticism, and second of all, who cares?
Yep, who cares that you act like a child? It's not like some people will disagree with you or anything because you are immature, but yeah, who the fuck cares?
I see nothing wrong with Sticks must best statements. First, yeah, if someone doesn't like you, ignore them.
You do know that not everyone is good at ignoring stuff, right? Plus, why didn't you do the same thing? Even thought I have no opinion on you nowadays.
Call it a day. Hattibuses always exist and you can't get rid of them, buddy. 2. Yeah, what are you doing here? This is good. Did use an editing app. Emoji Marbles didn't have the guts and all he did was screen record and emote.
That's a stupid reason to hate on someone, even though I'm using a video editor for this commentary.
Emoji should get better editing, just for the best.
Okay, what?
And 3. People will disagree with you if you act childish or are immature, so you're basically saying, who cares if I act childish?
Bruh, that was a year ago. Plus, not everyone has to act their age, and it probably depends on what disability the person has.
Also, he can't handle criticism.
That is a lie!
Have you seen Emoji's videos? Now let's take a look at Noob's, mostly spelled as N00V video, which, again, Emoji Marbles did commentate. Just look at the video I made on Emoji's commentary on it. But anyways, let's find the greatest points.
Here we go again. From what you...
Also, here's a clip of my video on Emoji's commentary on Noob's video where he admits he can't take a joke.
Jokes.
Shut the f up, no one cares. Know your place, trash.
Actually, that's not what admitting that you can't take a joke looks like, but like I mentioned before, it's sometimes hard for people to understand jokes.
Boom, exposed. Now let's start with his toxic fan list. Need I say more? They're toxic, insensitive kids, and unlike Emoji Marbles, I censor the names. He makes callouts with the username so the fans can go and be reasonable. Apparently, calling me a kid, swearing at me, blaming someone for bullying when saying one insult is bullying, and calling someone's content bad repeatedly just because it's about Emoji Marbles is reasonable. Seriously, this kid finds an excuse for everything.
I mean, I will pretty much agree my fan base isn't the most healthiest fan base, but could you at least agree it's better than the Viand community? I mean, you could look at a video on why the Viand community sucks. I'll send a link to it if you want to watch it.
Next, he calls others heartless idiots, and is allowed to get away with it, and it's the same for spreading lies.
Do I have to say this again? It's a goddamn normal thing to do on the internet, and it's going to be like that. I spread lies, even though I bring in proof it's still lies. Yeah, no, in fact this goes to all of those people that spread lies about me. Why are you guys still getting away with it? That's messed up.
Stuff like that should just be full on taken down instead of yachts of letting it be posted. There's one thing I want to talk about in the thumbnail of his. My thoughts and feelings about videos, but he'll save that for a non-family friendly video about it. And also, he said something that I want to show, which y'all can say, oh no it's in the past, that's okay. No, it isn't, because listen to what he says here.
Are you sure about that? Because there's actually way worse things I said.
There's actually way worse things I said.
Way worse things you said, huh? And you're saying your past doesn't matter? That's like saying someone was racist pasts does not matter.
It really depends on what kind of context it falls in. Like if it's murder, then yes, it has rights to be brought up, but it's like someone faked quitted YouTube, but they're showing proof that they're changing, then it shouldn't be bringed up anymore.
Your logic is broken, Marbles. Here's another thing you can use in an argument against him. He doesn't care if kids get into a fight on YouTube and possible turn aggressive. Wanna see proof?
Yes. Let little children go on the web under the age of 13, not knowing that they're probably going to get themselves into sticky situations and have to deal with criticism.
See? He used his clip where it says, oh, nobody gives a bad word? And actually, the child's parents would most definitely give a crap. And also, you're basically saying, no one cares that children get into fights on social media. Lol.
Then this means that your parents should also probably be aware about the fact that you started a war with me then, huh? Plus, didn't you say you were like about 12 or 13 years old? I mean, you're technically 12 years old, so I think that would be a worried thing.
And a lot of people care, not just because it's annoying, also because parents could be concerned if the child might grow to be depressed. Now coming up is something super dangerous for him to say that must have gotten him a big headache.
Actually, my hate base actually started even before I said that.
Criminal disapproval. Huh? Well, guess what? I get to support whoever I want to. Unless it's a serial killer. But still, nonetheless, criminals can be forgiven.
Oh, really now? Meaning everyone in jail who has been sentenced for years, days, weeks life in jail, or death sentence, can be freed and forgiven. Your logic flops here, and this must be why you have a big list too.
Listen here, they can redeem themselves, but it really depends on what they did. Like even one of my haters agree with this statement.
Next, he calls my proof invalid. Yes. You saying? Okay. To not put in flashing lights warnings is invalid. Showing proof that your fanless is toxic is invalid. And showing that you're a hypocrite is invalid. But you could show a picture of you inspecting element on a comment I made and change it to make it say, I hate emoji marbles, he should ISMH. With clear proof you inspected element. TV valid proof.
Well, I will admit I use inspect elements sometimes, but I only do it for fun. However, here's the thing though. You could have told me to add flashlight warnings in a super nice way, instead of being sarcastic and start an ironic drama, but now that I know about it since you told me, I'll actually include flashlights warnings in the footage.
Oh, and you wonder why people make joke videos about you, rants, response videos, or troll you all the time? Like at the start of the video, you make videos about either videos with valid proof, or joke videos making you an easy target for trolls, and you will get a less bigger than the sun itself, anyway.
I'm actually certain that's not the reason why. I think maybe because they're just jealous of me because I have 11k subs, despite them having the same content as me, but instead they're small channels. But I seriously don't want to deal with unwanted people.
I know you have autism and it's hard to understand sometimes, but if you apologize for me, I can just stop making these videos. But if you're gonna make a video about this, I don't. Take care, it's a long rant, and you? TV wasting your time. Thanks for sticking with me for this in this war. Gamers, like and subscribe, and I'll probably make a plush video one day and return to my roots.